in this life, just pray to get a good friend, because a good friend might actually be the savior that you ever needed. So Jack was a good friend to Nedinobi, okay, and she was passing through a lot. If you've not seen the first episode on my Offspring, please do check it out so that you understand how we got here. So she literally turned to a drunkard, because at this point she was given a time frame of 21 days. If she did not provide all the necessary things that they needed from her, which cost about 500,000 naira, she and her children will have to serve the river goddess, okay? And she didn't want that, all right? Even though the children have this natural gift from birth, she didn't just want them to be pressured into doing what they don't want to do. So then, the film went on. She turned to a drunkard. The children wake up in the morning and they wouldn't find the mom. After about, looking for her in the whole village, she will find her drunk, on a spot, feeling miserable, crying, and the village people always come around to mock her and all that. It was generally not easy for her. So then what Ujuaku did, because it has already 16 days has lapsed and there was no way to get the money. So, she just wanted to put a smile upon her face just to get her out of this miserable life, because every time she prays to die, Ujuaku had to put her shop up for collateral to borrow some money, and she was able to gather 500,000. So with joy, she went to tell her friend that she has gathered the money, and then they plan to come back to Jacko's house to pick up the money. That day, she didn't know that the brother, who is a drunkard, has stolen the money from her and then disappeared. So there was no hope for them anymore. She went back to square one because she thought her misery was over, but she didn't know her doom was actually near. So at this point, they didn't know what to do. So it was more like, this time around, because the witch makes fetish buzzwords for choker is already dead. There was no way he could continue to maintain that lifestyle, okay? So mystery, or should I use the word nemesis, now befell on him. So at this point, Choka developed a very huge sickness that gave him, I don't know what they call that sickness, but he wasn't able to walk properly. And the only thing he needed to do was to confess. So he went to Shimidi, that's the river goddess princess or something, to appease and also beg for forgiveness. And then he started confessing. While he was confessing, he talked about the fact that the reason why he was doing all these things, he killed the brother, he did a lot of things, it was because initially the brother was dating Nedioha. Then he developed love for Nedioha, and she declined because she was like, I'm already dating your brother, there's nothing I can do. So he kept promising her heaven and earth, trying to make her believe that he's going to be the better spouse or better husband to her. But Nedima declined. Declined. So then, it kept happening, and all he could do was to meet the witch that he just developed hatred for the family generally, let me just put it this way, and he started doing everything possible to hunt them. So what later happened was, I'm advising you to watch this video. You are going to this movie, you are going to enjoy every bit of it. So what happened was, at last, after confessing, how this thing works, then the children were given scholarship, and although what happened was, the former headmistress sold their scholarship. They won scholarship and 10 million naira, but because of greed, he sold the scholarship to other children. But because of when they break nemesis, everything started working hand in hand, and everything started falling in place. So they caught him, the teacher, and they expelled him, and then they brought back what they deserved. So the children literally, that's all that man, all they do, won scholarship, all through their life, to study into the level of their education they wish to, and also they won 10 million naira. So therefore, the mom will be able to bury the husband and everything. Like, poverty has actually been off for them. So what this film was trying to say is that Offspring, like, she gave birth to talented children. She gave birth to gifted children, destiny kids. That was what Oledo and Olama did, because at a point they kept saving her lives. Like, the film went on and on and on. It's a 2 hours video, and I enjoyed every bit of it. So thank you so much for watching up until now. Let me know the highlights of this movie for you. Have you seen this movie? If not, do check it out. You enjoy every bit of it. And in case if I know you're subscribed to the channel, click on the subscribe button to be part of this amazing family. And to you all supporting us always, I don't take your love for granted. Yeah. Thank you once again. Bye.